So we took this mixer to Burning Man 2022 and we had failures on these cue buttons during the week. At first we were just using 2 channels and the button would work sometimes but not all the time, and then the problem got worse. And so as it got bad, we switched to these other channels where these buttons were fine, and then they started to fail as well. So the way to repair these things is you have to take all the knobs off the mixer, and then you start taking these screws out and take the thing apart until you can get down to the buttons. And the button is a surface mount unit that looks like this. It's about 1/4 inch across, it's square, and the round part in the middle is pressable. So if you open it up and you blast these things with contact cleaner or compressed air and put them back together, they're not fixed. And then we remembered that the problem seemed to happen more on buttons that were used more. And if you look at the button, you can see that the place that dust would get into it is right here at the intersection between the housing and the part that you press that goes down. And what I think is happening is when you press the button and there's a lot of dust around it, it's held down and dust can get around the body of the part that you're pressing and get underneath the button, and it fills up this space in here, and then there's literally dust in the way and you can't push it anymore, and so it can no longer make contact across its circuit. So the trick that we found to repair it is that you have to continue to press it a lot while you're hitting it with contact cleaner, which is the same way that it failed. So open it up, and then on the button, do this to it, and blast the heck out of it with contact cleaner. Here's another one. You can get them from Home Depot or Parts Express. Occasionally blast it with compressed air as well. And then the dust will actually work its way out of there because it can only come out when the button is pressed down a little bit. So that's the trick to repair those. While you have the unit open, if you have faders that are not perfect and you clean those, I recommend having ordered this fader grease from Deoxit to put back on these sliders to make them smooth again after you take all the grease off of them with your contact cleaner. Also take a Q-tip and clean around all these little potentiometers and try to just clean the circuit boards as well. Get everything off there that you can.